Guys, what is up? Welcome to another episode of Maximilian Must Know. This is actually just going to be a quick take on a fragrance, and the fragrance we're talking about today is from Euphorium, Brooklyn, and it is called 100 Tweed. Now, if you want more information on Euphorium, Brooklyn, you can check out the Scent Safari episode that I did on this house. This is a house that Twisted Lily stocks. This one retails $180 for 100 ml. All of the Euphorium Brooklyn fragrances are very strong, all very good performers. I enjoyed Petales and Soudois by this house. So let me give you a little bit of background on 100 Tweeds. 100 Tweeds, this is a quote from the perfumer, Stephen. 100 Tweeds was intended in part to evoke bucolic memories of perfumer Christian Rosenkreuz's Bavarian study. With windows open to receive a fresh heather and bitter herbs from the verdant splendor that is the end of summer, the aroma of his musty volumes of yellow parchment and rich sweet tobacco notes from the humidor brought that time to life for Rosenkreuz. Transported by the fragrance, Rosenkreuz would visit his study when the nights had become crisp and he would seek the warmth and comfort of his favorite tweed, settle into his oversized wing chair that smelled of ancient woods and peat, and lose himself to the scent of paper, ink, and vellum that lifted from the book on his lap by the cracking earth. 100 Tweeds is an aromatic fougere fragrance for men and women. There's a 50 ml, so I'm sorry, the 50 ml was $180, and a 30 ml eau de parfum. The main accords are heather and heath, bracken, lichen, moss, honey, and balsam, peat, mordant, and musk. And Christian Rosenkreuz is a fictional alter ego of the artist and perfumer Stephen Dirk. Now, the complete list of notes is ridiculously long, but I'll just give you some of the stuff we have in here. Cataphate, galbanum, calamus, hyssop, hemlock, ivy, oregano, myrrh, wormwood, green yarrow, ajowan, sweet tobacco berry, honey, hay, coumarin, lots of stuff in this one. And to me, you know, with any of these Euphorium Brooklyn fragrances, it's almost impossible for me to give you a quick take because there's so much going on here. This one is, I don't know that I've ever smelled anything like it, but I'll tell you that picture of the author in his study with the fire and the tweed and this tobacco really lends true. This is a really dry fragrance. I get a lot of wood. I get a little bit of resin. It's a little bit animalic. I think there's some castoreum in this. It's smoky. There's definitely peat in this. There's just so many layers to it. To me, it's really dry. It's something that I think would really go well with tweed. You know, I have a tweed Burberry jacket, and I think this would be perfect to wear with that in the cold. It's smoky, it's mysterious. It's really, I mean, I don't want to take the easy way out here, but it's something that you kind of need to get your nose on for yourself, because it's one of the few times I feel like where I just can't do a good job of describing this fragrance. There's just too much going on, and it's too complex. And I've had this on skin. I have it on skin right now, but I've had this on skin, you know, probably 3 or 4 different times, and each time I feel like I get a different story. And I discover different notes. Like right now, it's the woods are coming out heavy. It's the peat is there heavy. I'm getting a lot of cedar. I'm getting a little bit of castoreum. I think there's even some oud in this. It's just really deep. It's one of those fragrances that, like, if you want to challenge your nose and you want to learn more about notes, like, I think this would be a great fragrance for that. This is a fragrance you want to, it's like a conversation piece. Like, you want to spray this on a piece of paper, give it to 20 of your friends and sort of see what they say, because I guarantee you each of them will say different things. This is a riddle, it's a puzzle as much as it's a fragrance, and it's really well done. Would I wear this? Would I buy this? I don't know. You know, it's very complex. And I know I keep saying that, but that's really what it is. You know, it's a thinking on-demand fragrance, but I also think you can just spray it on, dressed appropriately, and really feel the part. Um, this is the kind of fragrance that I think will inspire thought. You know, it's sort of, it's almost like, you know, if you're going to solve a puzzle, this is something you want to wear while you're doing it. I just think it's that sort of sense. Really sophisticated. It's really classy. It has an air of regality to it. I think the right chick could pull this one off as well. I'm definitely a fan of it. I'm a fan of everything Euphorium Brooklyn does, because I think they're doing, you know, they're going in the right direction in terms of indie fragrances. Like, I always feel like that's the place in perfume where the boundaries should be pushed and there should be experimentation and different things should be happening. And this is a really different fragrance, and I think it's really cool. And I really applaud Stephen for making this, and the whole alter ego, and the very detailed description of what he was going for when he created this one, I think is awesome. So guys, I'm going to link to Euphorium in the description so you can take a look at their beautiful website. If you have any questions about this fragrance, please feel free to reach out. As I say, I know I did do a great job of describing this one, but it's very hard for me to describe, because there's so much going on. But you know, I specifically in this video went out of my way to play the Charlie Brown Christmas music, and I think that's because that's what this made me think of. You know, it made me think of the Charlie Brown Christmas record for some reason. It's sort of like wet scarves coming in from the cold, and fire, and warming up in that sort of time of year, and cozy and comfort. So that's why I picked the Charlie Brown record to play in the intro here. So that's it, guys. Euphorium Brooklyn, 100 Tweeds. Stephen, thank you so much for sending this one to me. Guys, I'll see you later this week with more videos. You know what it is. My name is Maximilian. Peace.